you guys do me a favor, stay behind these little black house bars. That's for your safety and the animal too.
These black sort of hash nuts. Oops, I'm sorry.
Right there, here and there. They're really small still. They're not quite babies anymore. They're a little bit bigger, almost about a year old. But they're still pretty cute, and they're still very small. They're only about 60, maybe 70 pounds now. Actually, probably closer to 100 pounds by now. It's kind of sad when you see your baby's about 100 pounds. It's not even a year old yet. And then if you guys look in the middle of the pool over there, you're going to see that black animal kind of floating. You guys see that's a pilot whale. That's actually a rescue pilot whale from Curacao. And basically what happened there is they rescued it down in Curacao, not us, not the facility. They observed the animal, tried to rehabilitate it and re-release it, but the animal didn't want to go back. So after time, they released it a couple times and then not being successful, they called us. We went down there, observed the animal, decided to bring it back here. We brought it back here and we started doing some tests on the animal and find out it's completely deaf and it's which means it can't communicate. It can't communicate with the other animals. It also means it can't echolocate and it can't hunt for fish very well. So it can still see, but it's not going to be able to survive on its own up now.
So it's half, is it half blind?
No, it's deaf, not blind.
Oh, okay. Oh, they don't, okay.
They see perfectly fine, he just can't hear. He can hear some of the lower tones, so if we were to make lower tones, he can hear those.
So how much is echolocation a part of its
echolocation is a huge part.
As far as its navigational or
everything. Navigational, be able to hunt, be able to find its group.
To have anything partial to do with sight as well, like as far as getting around? Or?
Echolocation, basically what happens here is they send a sound wave off of it, unlike sonar, it's spatial perception. So if you were to move closer to me as I bounce a sonar wave,
Whoa!
see, you probably saw us and came over here and kind of took a little look at it. So you see the juveniles are very flexible. They'll play with the pilot wall. You guys have any questions? No questions? Sure. Now when I did a defense for a good overbite, that reminds me of David Mono and When babies are born, you're looking at an animal that's about 2.5 feet long, about 24 to 36 inches almost. Not quite 36, I'd say about 24 to about 30, 32 inches. And they also can be about 35 to 40 pounds.
Now with all the dolphins, I mean, since he's a juvenile, I mean, at what point do you train them? How many do you put back in the sea? I mean,
none of them ever go back to sea. If they're born here, they stay here.
Okay.
Only because they don't have their families and social groups to be able to go out there.
So then they pretty much become the future shows?
Shows, research. We could train them with other facilities, and they can do different programs there. But yeah, basically, that's why we control our breeding. We don't. If it was up to them, dolphins are the only animal mating. Just because, hey, you're a boy, I'm a girl, let's get this on. You know? They're the only other animal other than people that will do that. You know what I mean? Or say,
they're horny.
People's primates, you know, things like that. Yeah. Basically, right? They'll do it just to do it. They've actually done it through gates because they wanted to do it, right?
Really?
Yeah. So
I'm like a dolphin.
We try to control the population. That's why we keep males and females separated, and we do everything artificially, so we can control which ones do breed itself. And then we also control the outcome too, female and female.
Okay, and then for those of you decide to train or whatever, I mean, what kind of process is involved? I mean,
they start training as soon as mom lets you get close to us.
Oh, okay.
When mom lets you get close to us, we'll start making a friendship with them, and once we build that friendship, they start to trust a little more, come closer. We'll try. Once we can start getting them solid fish, then the training process really begins there. A lot of times they learn a lot of behaviors from their mom, so by having them in with their moms, we can have all the moms kind of do behaviors. They'll do it, and their offspring will kind of realize it, and they'll start copying them. And they'll see the hand signals we make, and they'll kind of basically put 1, 2, and 2 together, and be able to come up with behavior. So it's a lot easier we have the moms with them, and especially in a big group like this, than the younger ones. Whereas doing it by scratch will take a little bit of time. Like Sully, because he's, can't hear the whistle, we have to try to maybe get a whistle with lower tone that he can hear.